Well, hello and welcome to the video. It is Wednesday afternoon and I am in Barrie and I'm trying to get off the highway, and this is the first time this has ever happened. I'm at the 400 and Dunlop. I'm heading south, and as we were approaching the intersection, or I guess the off-ramp, it was all of a sudden it was backed up way further than normal. Like I've never seen it backed up like this before. So people were like, that wanted to get off this exit like me, had to like get off to the shoulder so that people wouldn't ram us from behind. But there was no road there, it was just the shoulder. But we were still further away from the actual asphalt exit ramp. Anyway, so we're finally at least safe. That was kind of scary. Anyway, so today we're here in Barrie, so because I need a couple more inner tubes for my road bike. And yeah, this is the worst year for flat tires I've ever had in my life. So the tire that I got, the expensive tubes that I got that somehow blew in my car for the mountain bike. Don't ever buy latex tubes, people. That just weren't good, and I don't know 100% if it was my fault or if it was the quality. This guy's got his indicator on, but he's not turning right. Jeez. And then blocking off the intersection. Anyway, so I ordered two no-name crappy inner tubes from China, and put that one on my mountain bike, inflated it, no problem. Nice thick rubber, and it's not gonna pop anytime soon. So we've got a backup for the mountain bike. I need to buy two road bike ones, and so while we're in here in Barrie, while I'm here in Barrie, I'm gonna go over to, it's called Bike Land. That's where I, last year when I broke a spoke, I'm not sure how I broke a spoke. They just wear over time, right? So I brought it in to see if I could get a new spoke, and the wheel sets were so old that they stopped making those specific blade type spokes for my wheels. So I ended up buying brand new carbon fiber wheel set. So it's my first carbon fiber wheels that I've ever had, but they're so deep that you have to buy specific tubes with very long valves, and I believe my valves are 60 to 80 millimeters long, which is pretty long for a valve. So because it has to go through all that carbon to stick out so you can inflate it with air. So let's go grab them and I'll show you what they look like. Bike Land. They even have like a little path around here you can test your bike on. Pretty cool. A little race car strip. All right, let's go get our parts. Get going.
Just gonna bring this in. I'll send someone out to give you your name.
Sure, thank you. Okay. For a second there, he brought out the wrong ones. And I said, just before he went in, I said, like, there's a circumference, I believe, size, and then there's possibly the roundness of the tube, and then there's a valve size. So as you know, or may not know, the last wheel set I had, there was your typical rim. So it was just like your metal rim, and then your spokes went to your hub, and that's what it looked like. So it didn't really matter the length of the valve on that specific tire, but of course you just go for the regular normal size valve. But these tires I have, or sorry, these wheel set I have now is carbon fiber, and it's very deep. So the valve has got to be really long to go from the very exterior part of the rim all the way through this very deep rim, I'm not sure what you call it, so that the valve sticks out of that. So these were $16 a piece, which is, I guess, okay. The tires that I bought on Amazon for the mountain bike were, I think, 11 bucks a piece. So after taxes and everything, it came to $36.16. So it was like $4.16 taxes. So I'll put that there. So as soon as I get home, I'm going to throw this on. It's just my back wheel. I went for a ride, and when you ride on perfectly inflated tires for your road bike, as you're riding, you don't really feel bumps. Like as soon as it starts, your tire starts to deflate, you can actually feel every little bump you go over. And I'm like, well, that's not good. And of course, they're very expensive rims. So I stopped cycling, got off, and felt the tire, and it was definitely soft. Luckily, I have an emergency pump, little miniature pump on my bike, and I inflated it enough to get me home. And I was going to go for a little bit longer of a bike ride, but because my tire was slowly deflating, I needed to get home as soon as possible. So I didn't, either that, or I had to, if I was too far away, I'd have to phone Carol to come and get me, or if I was in walking distance, I would just walk the bike back. But you definitely don't want to ride on your rim, especially when they're that expensive. So I just want to open this up. This one's awesome because they're specialized, and there's a powder in there to keep it from sticking to anything. I don't want to take it out in my car. There's the I went with an 80 mil. I probably don't need an 80. I probably only need the 60, but it's better to have a longer stem than a shorter stem. If I had just taken what he gave me, even though I told him, I said I need a 60 mil stem, valve, a 60 mil or an 80 mil, and he was like, all right. And then, but I'm not sure if he was listening to me, because he went in, got the 48 mil, came out, and I'm like, nope. I go, it's got to be at least minimum 60, but I'd rather have 60 or 80. And so he's like, oh. And so he laughed, and I showed him a picture of my wheel, just so he understood how thick the rim is. So he went back and he found these, which is great. It was either that, or I have to go to the next store is a Trek store in Barrie here. Next up, I got to go get water. I got to go to the bank, and I also have to send these postcards out from Honey Harbor to all the patrons. I filled them all out. We got Jason, Robert, April, who's one of my longest supporters on Patreon, Jonathan, Joseph, Ben, Beth, Bradford, Brian, Jason, Karina, Lisa, Paul, Florian, John, and Corrine. So thank you very much for all your support on my Patreon. You guys are amazing. Again, now that we're coming into the summer months, I'm going to be traveling obviously a lot more now that COVID's slowly leaving our planet. So I'm going to be sending out postcards every single month wherever I go. I only send out one postcard per month, even if I travel to multiple places. It's just a lot of work, and it costs a lot of money for not necessarily the post, although these postcards were expensive, and I usually try to get different postcards just to mix it up, so when I do take the picture they're not all exactly the same. But Honey Harbor, they only have one kind of postcard. It's either that or Canada postcards, and I don't want to send Canada postcards to people in Canada. I have 2 Canadians, most of the rest are American, and I've got 2 Australians, German, and UK. So thank you very much, every single one of you guys, for your support on my Patreon. I also was supposed to send out, I think, 2 or 3 to channel members who are at the postcard level, but they haven't responded yet. If you're going to be at the postcard level on KBD Productions TV or on my vlog channel, you need to send me an address if you want the postcards. If you don't want the postcards, you don't have to have the postcards. I appreciate the support, and then of course also costs money to mail this stuff. So you know, and the rest of the money goes towards, you know, stealth camping and this new stuff for like the fan, gasoline for Rusty, any repairs, and my cell bill, like all the money that you guys help me out with, all the support you guys give me, it goes to it goes for a good cause, and you guys get content out of it. I'm trying really hard to be up on it, and I'm trying really hard to get the content out 24 hours early so that people on Patreon and my channel members can get early release videos. But I find it really difficult to do that. When I finish editing and upload it, I really want to share it with everybody, but I really want people that are supporting me financially, I really want to give them that extra bonus. So right now your bonuses are, you know, credits, and then of course your name ranks on the credits depending on what level you are, what tier you are on the Patreon and in the members. Actually, members it's the same way, but it also goes with how long you've been a member, and you guys are on chronological order, I guess. Let me start this car up because it's getting hot. Gotta keep moving. Anyway, yeah, so I gotta get some water, head home, put this wheel on, or put the tube on, inflate my tire, and then go for a ride. I am having such bad luck with Siri. It's unbelievable. Like, I'm at home, I have Siri hooked up to my Philips Hue lighting system, so I can ask Siri to turn on my editing suite lights, my entertainment lights, the lights around the house, and almost every time I ask her to do it, she's like, I have trouble connecting. And then next thing you know, she does it, and it's just like, and then today, I just asked her to get me directions to a post office so I can send your postcards out, and she took me to this guy's house. So now I have to turn around and go back. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's my phone. I'm not sure if it's Siri. I've reset Siri. I'm not sure if you guys have the same issues where she just cannot figure out what you want to do, and she either leads you the wrong way or she doesn't want to do anything for you. So we will find a post office and we will send those letters out, and we'll continue on our day. Thanks, Siri. All right, done for the day. Done all my work. did all the things I needed to get done. Definitely was getting that, sending those postcards out was a big thing. So I need to get that. Copyright. Jeez. Whoops. My car didn't yell at me. There's a SUV, very large SUV right there, and I couldn't see around him, and I zipped right across. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I gotta put my seatbelt on before I crash and get hurt. And we'll see you guys in the next vlog. Once again, thanks to every single one of you guys for watching my videos and hanging out with me when I'm zipping around town, buying tires, and going to post offices. You guys keep me company. I love doing these videos for you. See you in the next one.